Donald Trump. Let's talk about him. Well, I'm not going to talk about him.
Bitch, I'm messy, bitch. I'm messy. Hey, I'm messy, bro. I'm a messy type of nigga, bro. What's T?
I'm going to show you what people have to say about him.
But you do know who I'm talking about. Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you. You don't want me to expose you.
So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hey y'all, Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley here with another edition of The Shame and the Sham of It All. Donald Trump's first 100 days have been a damning masterclass of cruelty, callousness, chaos, and corruption. From slashing essential services, attacking reproductive freedom, terrorizing immigrants, firing thousands of dedicated federal workers, Trump has governed with a reckless and lawless disregard for the Constitution and truly has contempt for every single person that calls this country home. In just 100 days, Trump has launched a full-scale assault on workers, on families, and our most vulnerable communities. He's gutting Medicaid, slashing funding for Head Start, defunding life-saving scientific and medical research, and ending critical programs that put food on the table and keep our families safely housed.
Gotcha, bitch.
He's torn immigrant families apart through mass deportations and unlawful detentions, like my constituent, Rumeysa Ozturk, and pushed through policies that would rip away health care, threaten access to abortion care, and restrict our bodily autonomy, including for our disabled siblings.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
And because this administration is anti-Blackness on steroids, he has consistently sought to erase Black history, to resegregate society, to roll back decades of civil rights progress, including the enforcement of fair housing laws.
Man, you a bitch. You a bitch.
All while enacting tariffs that will raise the cost of groceries, housing, and other essentials. Trump has attacked everyone and everything, y'all, except for the rising cost of living. That is the sham of it all. And now, Republicans are marking the 100-day milestone by advancing a reconciliation bill, a partisan bill, that would end Medicaid as we know it and make the largest cuts to food assistance and other essential programs in American history. They always make in history for the wrong reasons. The cruelty is the point. Their policies are void of common sense and compassion.
Can somebody help me understand what world is this man living in?
Tonight in the heartland of our nation to celebrate the most successful first 100 days of any administration.
Yeah, somebody need to go check on that guy, because the first 100 days have been terrible.
Just give me a chance. 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 Girl, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give me a chance.
Matter of fact, listen to this.
Very upset that the polls show that the country does not like him. The country really, really does not like him and sees his first 100 days as a disaster. He has had, in public opinion terms, he has had the most disastrous first 100 days of any president since the dawn of modern polling.
Now, I bet you he is upset about the polling. His first 100 days was never focused on the American people. It was focused on the billionaires and millionaires to line their pockets up. So many people lost their jobs in these first 100 days. The prices in the grocery stores don't even look the same no more. And we ain't got to even start with the tariffs because China is doing exactly what they said they was going to do. Now, while some of y'all are just discombobulated and think, oh, it's going to turn around, what about right now? What about all the stores, empty shelves, and what's going to happen in the next coming months? You think this isn't a recession? You better wake the hell up.
A few moments later.
RFK Jr. said that we're going to know what causes autism by September. And I'm like, bitch, it's April. It's the middle of April. We're closer to May than we are to March. But that does not matter because we're going to find out what causes autism by September. And the people who screamed that the COVID vaccine was rushed are screaming, hallelujah. And does he not realize that it is on a spectrum? And he's screaming and everybody's screaming, why are there so many autism diagnoses today? Yeah, there's more diagnoses, but the number of autistic people has never changed. We've just gotten better at recognizing it. Shit, I was 30. When I found out, I was like, oh, that's why I act the way I do. Okay. But no, it's got to be vaccines or it's got to be some kind of environmental toxin. It could be that we are just better at identifying things now. We're back in my day, this didn't happen. Yeah, well, back in your day, they didn't have DNA. And then, look, you had to hope that the hair matched or the blood type matched. And then DNA came out, but you needed like a whole-ass clump of hair and a big-ass sample. And then now, as time progressed and advances were made, we're able to, if you just rub your hand across something, they know you did it. He said there are exponentially more autistic children today than there were 10, 20, 30 years ago, and we've got to learn why. No, there's not. I didn't learn about it until I was 30, but I was still an autistic child. Just because we didn't know that does not change the fact that I was the same then as I am now. I watched that man stand on that podium and say, they will never pay taxes. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I pay taxes, Hoss, but if that is true, can I get that in writing? Can Doge get me my money back? He said, they will never hold a job. I've been in my job over 20 years, Hoss. Where do you think those taxes come from? He said, they will never play baseball. I played baseball when I was a kid. He said, they will never write a poem. I got a whole shoebox full of poems in there. He said, they will never go on a date. I'm married. I'm on my second marriage. I must be pretty good at it. He said, they will never go to the bathroom unassisted. I'm like, can I get that in writing so I can tell my wife to get the wet wipes? Wait. I'm a man. So I can tell her to get the dude wipes.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Mr. President, thank you for your time. It's interesting that you brought up Harvard because when people think about Harvard, what they're basically talking about is they're asking, what do you say to those who view your actions as an attack on academic freedom rather than a defense of fairness? What do you say to that?
Well, I say this. We had riots in Harlem. In Harlem, and frankly, if you look at what's gone on, and people from Harlem went up and they protested, Stephen. And they protested very strongly against Harvard. They happened to be on my side. You know, I got a very high black vote. You know that. Very, very high black vote. It was a very great compliment to me. I did criminal justice reform. I did opportunity zones for one of the greatest economic deals ever for the black and Hispanic community. I got tremendous. They agree with what I'm doing with respect to Harvard. Harvard gets $4 or $5 billion a year from the United States government in the form of grants, and they have $53 billion. And yet they don't treat the people right. They take foreign students. Nobody knows where they come from. And they viciously hate our country. And I'm saying if we're going to give grant money, we want people in that school that are going to love our country, not people that are going to hate our country. They run a bad operation up there, and we have to get to the bottom of it. On top of that, they said they want to teach their students remedial mathematics. That's basic math. 2 and 2 is 4.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And you say, well, Harvard's supposed to be so great. Why do people have to have remedial? That's basic, very simple mathematics. So we're looking into Harvard, but we give them billions of dollars a year, and that may very well stop. And that's up to the president. It's up to our government. We don't have to grant them money. We can grant that money to people that really need it, and frankly, people that you'd rather have me give the money to, Stephen.
Uh-oh. CAP.
Did y'all see the video of the baby's reaction when Donald Trump came in the room? Man, somebody captioned and said, you know, babies can see angels, but they can also see demons too. Listen, I'm about to play. He walked into the room. and and he had his arms out like he normally does. Hey, you know, and the baby looked up and saw it and was like, and they all just, it started a chain reaction. And so I'm trying to figure out what was he thinking. Like, maybe I'm not good with kids, or I don't know. Maybe some, because it was like some black babies, so maybe they, you know, maybe they didn't. They've never seen a white man before. I don't know, but I'm just saying, this video right here, crazy. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here, right here. Boy. I don't know. What y'all think?